That's okay.
Good morning.
Dude,
Good morning.
You know what's great about the Poconos during the week is that there's nobody here, bro.
That's probably true. I believe that.
He's like a
And
man.
they're
He's
good.
like a man of nature now. He's got a bear hat on, bear mug. Look, where you need like a lumberjack outfit, like one of those checkered things.
Oh, I got one of those.
Yeah, you should wear that.
I got one. I got my bear hat on. Everybody's telling me it's a bear market, and all the stocks are going down. So
You look like a man who goes on deep, thoughtful walks through the woods.
I went on a deep, thoughtful walk yesterday. Actually, not so much through the woods, but on the street. But you know,
Close enough.
dude, and it's great because in the summer here it gets crowded, obviously, because you know there's the lake, bars everywhere. Spencer did his bachelor party here, and then in the winter there's skiing, so there's people. But we're like in this like weird like nobody's here because there's no reason to be here, which is why I like being here. It's great. Like if you fucking hate people, this is where you want to hang out. You know,
Nice place to hang out for Thanksgiving. Are you having the holiday there, or are you coming back for it?
No, we could, but my mother-in-law, we've been having it at our house because we've been having so many kids that it's just easier to have it at our house. Plus, we have a big basement. So we've just kind of been doing everything at our house. So we're kind of giving her a turn.
That's cool. Yeah, once you get to a certain number of kids, right? It's like, no, you got to come to us now.
So we're giving it to her. You know, we're giving it to her. What about yourself? You guys are eating pizza
and chicken wings.
I can't wait to hear about this.
Dude, what a psycho you are.
So listen to this. No, I'm pissed off. We get this thing in the mail. It's like Pyrex. I open it up. I said, what are you going to do with this pan? She goes, I'm making deep dish pizza. I said, no, you're not. What is that? I said, I'm not going to eat it. So now that's the whole thing we're going through. She wants to make deep dish. I'm like, you're ruining this special day.
Tell her that's not pizza. That's a casserole.
I told her I'm not even going to try it.
Yeah. Right. You know, Strazza is hardcore when it comes to this stuff. He's like a real pizza man.
All right, cool.
Eat half of it.
Enough about this. Let's Steve, are you gonna maybe try the markets today? You won't try the pizza, but you'll try the markets, right? He might try it. He might
keep trying the markets, you know, successfully or not.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, all right. We are back on the morning show. Tell them what we're doing today, Spencer.
We're talking about what we're thankful for. We got Mary and we got Sean because no show tomorrow. No morning show tomorrow. We're going to do a thing, but Sean won't be there. So Sean, Mary, Kenny, us, we're all going to share something about markets specifically that we are thankful for. And when are we going to do that? I don't know. Whenever we get around to it. Right? But that's what's going on today.
I like that. I'm thankful for a lot of things. So I just have to pick one. Is that the deal?
Yeah, that was the idea.
All right, but what if I have more than one?
That's great. Then you're a very blessed man.
I am so freaking blessed, dude.
Yeah.
Like I feel guilty when I complain about things. Like I never complain because like who am I to like literally complain? I feel like such an asshole. Like if I am complaining about anything because I'm so freaking blessed. So that's how I think about it. Okay. I'll let Strazza do all the complaining.
I'm good at it.
Yeah, you're pretty good. What do we make of the Dow Jones Transportation Average? Making new 9-month highs yesterday. I'm here. People tell me to my face that so few stocks are going up. No, nothing's going up, JC. It's only a handful of names. You know, maybe some of these people should take some time and actually count. You
like
see,
Craig Johnson.
instead of just arbitrarily looking at some number, actually take the time to fucking count one by one, and you'll see how many stocks are going up, and you'll also see how few stocks are going down. And you see, that is the type of thing that you see in bull markets. More and more stocks going up, fewer and fewer stocks going down. We call those bull markets. Here's your Dow Jones Transportation Average. You call them the rails. You call them the trannies. 9-month highs. Highest level since February. And I just want to add that earlier this month, when I was talking about transports breaking out, when I was talking about how we're buying transportation stocks, I got laughed at. I'm looking at you, Spencer Israel. I'm looking at you, everybody else out there laughing at JC, fucking old man buying transportation stocks. I see you. I don't forget. I keep the receipts. Next chart.
In fairness to me, that was like a month ago. Maybe not a month ago, but it was before this had happened. It was before this had happened. It was before this had happened.
Amuse you.
It was before this had happened.
Am I here to entertain you? Am I here to amuse you like a fucking clown, Spencer? Laughing at me from my trannies. I see you, dog. I don't forget.
It was 2 weeks ago.
It was more than that. Steve Strazza as a young blood, right? You're young blood. Really. Younger blood, I should say. I know you act like an old man, but you're a young blood. How do you feel about the trannies making new 9-month highs?
Yes. I can't. It's not fair that I have to be the one who keeps having the same conversations with you over and over and over again about these things.
Tell me what's bearish about the trannies making new 9-month highs. Tell me.
Where do you see 9-month highs?
Oh, you want to go back to the last chart? Go back to the last chart. This is a daily candlestick chart. So not only do you need to see. Can you go back, please? There you go. So these are daily candlestick charts. So not only can you see the closing price, you can also see what happened intraday. I can explain Japanese candlesticks to you if you'd like.
So that's a breakout, you think? All right.
I don't know. I guess we'll see, but it's a 9-month high. I don't know about breakout. I don't know about anything else. All I know is
it's a 9-month closing high. Right.
Right. And then I don't know if you heard, but closing prices are the most important prices. That was Charlie Dow, the guy who invented this fucking index.
I'm just being more precise with what you're saying.
Looks better than the other DJT. Look, a lot of these transportation.
Orange man catching strays.
The ones you could buy, the actual transports ETFs don't look like this. They're not at new highs at all.
Shit about some random transports ETF. For the record, there is no ETF.
The ones you can buy. That's why people give a shit.
Well, you could buy Federal Express, you could buy Landstar, C.H. Robinson, Norfolk Southern, CSX. I can keep going.
Yeah, this is great. Big development.
What do you make of the? So I don't know if you guys noticed, but this week is the end of November. So Monday is December the 1st. So by my math, Friday we get the monthly closing prices, right? The S&P 600 small cap index is on pace for the highest monthly close in a year. As people are telling me that there aren't any stocks going up, I don't know. Maybe I'm just the asshole who actually counts, because by my count, more stocks are going up, fewer stocks are going down, and we're about to see the highest monthly close in a year for the S&P 600 index.
Well, JC, aren't more stocks going up than down most of the time?
No. Fake news.
Really?
Spencer, stick him in the bathroom. I can't.
What'd you say, Spencer? What'd you say?
He's just talking gibberish.
Wait, what'd you say?
He's nonsense.
Aren't more stocks going up than down most of the time?
No, it oscillates around 40 to 60 a lot over the 200 day.
Yeah.
Fine.
And we're above 60.
I'm just asking questions.
I don't know. We've never run that. We don't know the answer to that.
The reason I ask is just because I would assume if we're usually in a bull market, which we are, then I would assume that more stocks going up than down most of the time.
Harminder says because there's a half day, it's a joke. You can look at the monthlies now, JC. You think that's legit? You think Harminder's right? I'm thinking yes.
Stuff happens in November. I don't think it's a wasted 2 sessions that we have today and Friday.
Yeah, it's not a waste, but Harminder does kind of make a point, right?
Stuff happens around Thanksgiving. It happens around Christmas. So yeah, we could say
not usually. No,
it's at work, but
never forget.
What do you guys say that we do a state of the markets, and then we'll count some trannies?
There are other things going on out there besides the transports.
Talking about transports.
I would love for you guys to tell me what's more important than the trannies breaking out to new 9-month highs, and I'll let you guys do that. Let's do a little state of the market. Little, how you doing? And then we'll go to it. What do you say?
How you doing?
It's Strazza. Strazza, are you over me? Or are you just like, No,
so much happened yesterday. And you've been going on about transports for 10 minutes.
Yeah, because you got the companies that make the goods and you got the companies that deliver those goods, you see. And that index goes back to the summer of 1884.
Exactly.
What?
So get up with the times, my friend. Talk to me
What
about semiconductors
goods?
when you're ready.
JC, what goods?
Jesus.
My goods are my goods come to me from the cloud. They come to
My
me from the cloud.
Well, those are services, a type of good. So we
Now
got
they-
the Dow Jones Industrial Average this morning up a hundy. I'm old enough to remember when 100 points on the Dow was a lot, Steve Strazza. Today it's only 20 basis points.
The guy who's the CEO of that company that flies the drones and they drop the packages down on the zip line, and like people in Florida shoot at them and stuff. It's
Now
always
that's some Florida man shit.
but it's crazy cool, the technology. And like this guy is saying, we're delivering packages all over, not just in the United States, but all over the world. Like that's a real thing. They're just dropping packages out of the sky.
S&P 500 futures up 0.25%. We're at 6,800, up almost 20 handles on the day. Nasdaq 100 futures, big day yesterday, up 40 basis points today. That's a hundy on the Nasdaq 100, 25,180. We got 30-year bond futures flat at 117.5. Crude oil flat at 58. Copper up another 2%, 517 copper, very impressive. Gold making moves once again, up 1/3%, just under 4,200 for gold futures. Silver. I mean, I'm just getting sick and tired of every day just talking about silver up, like just dominating, up another 2%, 52.65, with the VIX down, but still above 18 in funny money land. Let's see, we got the old BTC, Bitcoin, 87,000 flat on the day. Ethereum, 29.25, down 1% on the day. Solana, 136, down 1.5% with the total crypto market cap. Mr. Spencer Israel, 2.96 trillion, up from the lows of 273. 2.9.
Are you guys impressed by the bounce? Are you guys impressed by the bounce in crypto? Like, what do you think?
No, it's a bitch ass bounce.
Yeah, it's one of the less good bounces.
Yeah. Can we get back to the trannies now, or you guys got something else that you want to talk about?
Don't you want to talk about, like, I don't know, discretionaries?
We can talk about biotechs making new highs again if you want, but Strazza said he was sick of me talking about biotechs.
The candles in, we don't want to talk about them either. The candle in XRT yesterday, holy cow. The candle in the regional banks, my God. Home builders have arrived. Rocket Mortgage, you got to own it again. Flip it long. Coils are resolving. But yeah, transports. I'm going to find one that I like.
All right, let's go through a few. Let's start with C.H. Robinson. This is the one that Strazza says he did not like because it's such an underperformer. I don't know where you're getting your math.
Well, they're all underperformers. So.
Yeah, it's such a massive underperformer, just fucking ripping to all-time highs. C.H. Robinson. Next chart, please. Here's Ryder Systems. Just has been a leader in the trannies, continues to rock and roll. Next chart. We got Norfolk Southern. I might buy this one today. I like it above 300, but man, look at that base, baby. Base on base on base. You like that? Then you got Kirby. Look at that base in Kirby. 10-year base. Give him the FedEx. Oh, give it to him again. Give him the Expeditors. Oh, all-time highs. Spencer was laughing at me, giggling like a little schoolgirl about why I was talking about Expeditors. Next chart. JB Hunt in the portfolio, making new highs. Next chart. Landstar. Whoo! Strazza. Little scoop and score. Little risk reversal action down here. Sell the puts, buy the calls. What do you think? Little support resistance. We call this polarity where I grew up. I don't know what they call it in fucking Connecticut, but we call it polarity.
Call it a downtrend. But I would buy the ones like Rails. Rails, you got some clean breakouts that are starting to print. The truckers are tough. Some of them already took off. It looks like there's no options liquidity for those stocks anyway. We tried. Airlines, some stuff going on. Long UAL calls. Delta looks great here.
Said no one ever.
No, but
think about that. Strazza's here talking about how great Delta looks.
Well, I'm not in it. Not gonna be. But
you don't like this. You don't like the risk reversal here on the Landstar.
I think you could trade calls in some of these names right now, right? As they catch these rotational tailwinds, obviously due for some big moves. A lot of these stocks have been pretty banged up. So I think there's definitely trading opportunities. Whether or not I'm going to throw Delta into, the long-term account, though, probably not. Now or ever.
I just like how the simps out there are so focused on Google and AI, and we out here talking about trannies like true gentlemen, like gentlemen.
We talk about Google and AI also. We do talk about that.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. These people that's all they talk about every day because they don't actually do any work. They just repeat the same fucking narrative every day. Like, oh, must be exhausting. You know, so like the fact that we could just adapt to what the market is doing instead of just spitting the same boring narrative every day. You know what I mean? Shout out to us.
I could see it both ways. On the one hand, there are more stocks than just 7 out there. On the other hand, they are the 7 largest, right? And Google is on a market cap basis destroying everybody in terms of the value created the past.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to me and Strazza, because when this whole AI revolution thing started, we were the first ones to be like, you know, you can get cute and buy these garbage AI stocks, or you could just bet that the biggest ones are going to benefit the most. And there have been some times where these shitty little ones have had their run and then they collapse and, you know, par for the course. But Strazza, you were right there.
Yep. That's absolutely true. That was Steve's first take, I guess, a year and a half ago now. Longer.
And it wasn't because Steve Strazza is some like AI expert. This dude doesn't know anything about AI. The reason he's saying that is because the price action was telling him that.
And this was 2-3 years ago. Well, honestly, the reason why I was thinking that back then, JC, is because they were the only ones who could, right? And that's their business models is making.
You go back and check the tape. The stocks were performing better, so you were like, they're just telling us that they're the winners.
Okay. So anyway, yeah.
Listen, you have. I mean, you're not wrong, right? They're the ones with all the money. That's what Dan Ives was saying too, right?
They're the only ones.
This stuff's expensive, man.
Anyway, when I used to tell people this 2-3 years ago, say, look, you want to invest in AI right now, just buy the FANG stocks. We called them FANG stocks still back then when I was saying this, and people didn't want to hear it. I said, but you mean it's the same ones that we've been in, the same leaders? Like, don't even change the playbook for this brand new crazy? No, don't change it at all.
You were telling stories from the golf course about your local buddies asking you and then being upset at your answer.
Yeah, because nobody liked it. And I'll say one more thing about people who ask questions. It's fine to talk about things like transports. Yes, it is fun and interesting, but I get a lot of questions from people, and those are the stocks that they ask about. Yesterday, 2 years ago, last cycle, and still today. Nobody calls me and says, dude, what's going on with C.H. Robinson? What should I do? Should I buy more NVIDIA? You know what I mean? That's that single one more than anything. NVIDIA. I love that everybody's in, but it sure seems like everybody's in. So
people are talking about what they own. More at 11.
No, I think people overall have done pretty well this cycle on the AI theme, right? Like, it's been a big story. It's been steady leadership from a lot of these stocks. It's been good.
Just think about it. If you're not making a killing in this market, like you should just go do something else, right? Like, all the equally weighted indexes are up double digits this year and last year and the year before that. So like it's been hard to miss. Like, if you're not putting up record numbers, then you're in the wrong business.
It's been easier for index investors. I think, look, you could argue that traders have had a tough time. We've done fine. We've done lovely. But some traders definitely struggled, because I heard a stat the other day from somebody on with Josh Warren Pies. More stocks this cycle have underperformed the S&P 500 than in any cycle in the history of the stock market. It's been the single thinnest.
Which we have the data, and none of that suggests that bearish should offer equities.
No, I'm talking about stock picking, right?
No, I understand.
So from a trading perspective, right, it depends. Like, if you were out here picking individual stocks, I think you could argue it's been a tougher cycle than usual.
So the S&P 500 year to date is up what? The S&P 500 year to date, we could just check the math. We have the data. Why don't we, why don't we do the data thing?
Passive investors, I mean, really, that's been the right strategy for 99% of people, is buy the Qs.
All right, so the S&P 500 is up 15% this year.
Buy the Qs and save yourself a headache.
Yeah, sometimes. All right, so let's see. So the S&P 500, up this year 15%. How many stocks in the S&P 500 do you think are outperforming? How many stocks in the S&P 500 do you think are outperforming?
I can tell you.
I mean, I'm looking at the
I
number.
would guess this year on a year-to-date basis. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Don't do the math.
Oh, I could just press a button.
I
I'll
have
bet
the number.
215.
140.
Oh, that's terrible. That's really
Is it?
bad. That's awful.
Is it?
That's a
You have
third.
140 stocks to choose from that are outperforming the S&P 500?
It's a bull market, and you got 140 stocks. This is to Spencer's point. Most of the stocks, I guess, do not outperform the major averages. At least not this time around. It's not a good ratio, Jesse. It's terrible. It's bad breath, but we already know that.
We know there's nothing bad. 2/3 of the stocks on the New York Stock Exchange are in uptrends. If anybody tells you that the market breadth is weak, they should be put in an insane asylum.
Dude, Jonathan. Yes, it's insanely low. That's awful. I didn't even know that. I feel more bearish now after hearing that stat.
All right, where's your bear hat? I have a bear hat and a bear mug. Oh, I like that hat. Who got that for you?
Guy. My boys.
My dad shows up to the lake house last night wearing his Masters polo shirt. I'm like, Dad, you know it's like the middle of freaking winter, right?
Did you see Craig Johnson's Ryder Cup gear?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Looking pretty good, Craig Johnson.
Looking real good. I'm gonna text him, say, you're looking good, buddy.
You know, I was giving some thought last night to some things. I was up late, you know, the kids were asleep early, and I was just kind of pondering.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm trying to think
JC's
all of these people who keep trying to convince the world that market breadth is weak. Do you think that they're going to go out of their way one day and tell everybody it's okay to start buying stocks? Like, should we wait for them to be like, oh, now it's okay to buy stocks? You think they're going to go out of their way? Or do you think they're going to disappear into their holes and come back some point next year with some other dumb shit?
Look, I think that you convolute the message and you do a disservice to the people who watch this show sometimes when you take it too far. Breadth is bad. Everybody knows that. The best analysts in the world.
2/3 of the stocks on the New York Stock Exchange are in uptrends. You're out here telling me breadth is bad. You sound like a fucking moron.
But you changed the message to go from, first of all, it's fine that breadth is bad. You could still go buy stocks. There's going to be buying opportunities. You want to buy?
I just don't know how every fucking country in the world making new highs is somehow bad breath.
Oh.
I just don't. I don't know. Like, none of the things you're saying make any sense at all.
I'm talking about U.S. stock market breadth. I'm not talking about Africa.
He's just made 9-month highs.
Africa doesn't matter. Okay, you talk about how insignificant Bitcoin is. What do you think's a more significant market, Bitcoin or Africa?
Africa.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think so? I think more people have exposure to Africa in their portfolios than Bitcoin.
I would have to do the math, but it's probably pretty close, right?
It couldn't matter any less.
All right.
No one owns that shit. No one thinks about it. No one talks about it. Except you. Breath is bad.
Nope.
Period. Everyone knows that.
Look, here we go.
Come on this show 3 times a week.
Condition. Steve, you are not a moron. Look, see, Steve, not a moron. We can have that debate as to whether he's a moron or not. He says some pretty dumb shit sometimes. Can we go to Kenny, speaking of saying dumb shit?
Yes.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my clock, they tuck it. Putting up numbers, 99 problems, and I still kept it 100. Hola.
Yeah. Yo, Mr. Kenny Glick with the Glick's picks.
Dumb shit. How about redundant and monotonous as well? I'm having one of those Bill Murray moments right now.
Tell me why.
You ever see the movie Groundhog Day?
Most definitely.
Right. So, you know, at first he's alarmed by him waking up and living the same day. And then he realizes, hey, I could exploit this. And then he realizes that he might be God. And then he goes out of his fucking mind. That's where I'm at right now. Every day's the same day, people. It's the same trade. Doesn't matter if it's a bull market or a bear market. Look at his chart, people. Look at his freaking chart. You see yesterday, the market actually was going up without NVIDIA. What do you think? Today was going to be a down day for NVIDIA? Look at this. Well, maybe don't look at it. I don't know.
Show him. Bring it up.
I can't. It doesn't work. I don't know. It's not working. Hold on a second. Look at this trade. Look at this little monkey go. I don't know. It's not working. I don't know. I
You
don't
sound
know.
like an old like baseball announcer. Like
I am.
from
That's
like the
exactly
30s.
how it goes out. Look at that little monkey go. Right here. You see the stock right here. Pulls back to hold the orange line. That's support. Then you see the foe, the show, and the bro right above VWAP, and the stock takes off. And now, right before most people are not even at work, your day is over. How about that?
Love it.
So there you go, my friends. This is, I'm getting it when we go to Vegas, I'm getting this tattooed right on my chest. That's it. I'm getting faux show, bro, right across my nipples and getting this right across my chest. There it is. When you pull back and hold prior day VWAP and then faux show, bro, back above VWAP, that's it. That is the magic elixir of the market. That is it right there, especially on a stock that actually went down yesterday. Whoa, could a stock go down 2 days in a row? Whoa, crazy times. But there you go. There you go. This is the greatest trading ever. This 2025 is legend now. So when 20 years from now, when they're talking about years that were amazing, let's stop talking about 2000 and the .com. 2025 has dwarfed anything I've ever seen in my life. This is by far the #1 trading year in the history of mankind. There isn't even a comparison at this point. Write the books. Let's go.
What would be the comparison? Like 90, 95, 96,
95? No, 95 was kind of slow, I remember.
You were there. Tell us.
Well, you know what? 99 was a little bit bewildering because a lot of people never saw what was going on.
Yeah, but what about like before that? Like 95, 96, 97?
Well, you know what? There wasn't that much activity. I mean, if you remember, I mean, were you 2 in 1995?
I was 13.
All right. So you were sitting there getting bar mitzvahed and just hanging out in shul. And,
dude, I only went to one bar mitzvah.
Only one? You know,
I went to Catholic school with a bunch of Cubans. We didn't have many Jews. We had one Jew, Richard Ashenoff, and he had a bar mitzvah, and we all went. And then we got back to school, and then Mr. Calvi was like, hey, does anybody go to Richard's bar mitzvah this weekend? And I was like, oh, yeah, I went. And he's like, JC, could you come to the front of the class and talk about your experience at the bar mitzvah? And I'm like, sure, I'd love to. So he's like, all right, what happened, JC? I was like, so the Miami Heat dancers were there, and we were dancing with them and partying, and it was awesome. And then Mr. Calvi's like, whoa, JC. Did Richard read from the Torah? Was there... I'm like, yeah. We couldn't understand a word he was saying. But then the Miami Heat dancers showed up, and we were all dancing with them, and it was great. And then Mr. Calvin, whoa. And I just kept going on and on from the heart because we were little horny little 13-year-olds. And then there were like 6 or 7 Miami Heat dancers all grinding up on us. It was like the greatest day of our lives.
That sounds like the greatest day.
I wanted to become a Jew. I'm like, Ma, why don't we do this? This is ridiculous. So yeah, I mean that was my bar mitzvah experience at 13. Damn. How do you feel about that?
All I had was my Aunt Phyllis belly dancing with my nephews, but that was
Aunt Phyllis. Shout out to Aunt Phyllis.
Well, here I was. I thought you were a Jubin. Okay,
I know. Like I act like a Jew. I love the Jewish culture. I check a lot of boxes, but I'm OG Christian. I went to Catholic school from the age of 4 to 22.
Did you get your hand slapped?
No, we didn't have that.
Didn't have that.
I went to school with Jesuits. We play poker and drink whiskey.
Gotcha. We should bring back the days where people got their hands slapped.
With a ruler.
That's where we lost. We lost our way. I vote we bring that back. Anyway. What are you guys doing? What's your weirdest side dish for Thanksgiving? Go.
My wife wants to make vegetables, like cauliflower.
Right? We're weird. We got, I have a very large Italian family, so we have a ravioli stage. We have the antipasto, if you guys know, antipasto, and then we go into ravioli, and then we all nod off. We play little 31 or left, right, center. We come out of our first food coma and go right back into eating. And then suddenly every Italian family member at my house shows up with cakes. And every year we say, stop bringing the cakes. They bring those cookies with the jelly inside. And it's sprinkles. Nobody eats them and they go to waste.
Kenny, what are some of the best made up words from that are not English or Italian?
Galamad.
Prosciutto.
Galamad.
Galamad. That's a good one.
Yes, we're having
Galamad.
the that we wait for Christmas Eve. The Galamad is on Christmas Eve, yeah, which is my favorite
Galamad.
holiday.
What else you got there? You got prosciutto.
A scalabash. You know what a scalabash is? Apparently, that's a colander, according to my. It's
That's
something.
Scalabash.
Scalabash is like it's. I don't know if she's pronouncing it right or a multivan, which is a multivan. But a multivan is my other aunt says. They all bastardize the language so great.
God forbid you say mozzarella.
Yeah, all their husbands are Italian. They're just like all Scots Irish. So
Mozzarella.
yeah,
Moots.
you gotta leave out except for ravioli. Ravioli's always ravioli. So
Yeah. I want to get into what you're thankful for. That's something that we're doing today. We're all talking about the things that we're most thankful for in the market. But before we get there, give us a name. What's on the move this morning?
obviously the chips, Nvidia. I'm looking at Deer, as a matter of fact. Yesterday we
Wow.
traded. Yeah, Deer got smacked down. So again, just looking for it to get. I didn't get it yet. It's low volume, but if you hammer it down to that 470 area again, I'll probably be interested. And NTNX, you guys know about this one? Already climbing high from their gap down on earnings, so that's on the radar. And
NTNX. Can you dive a little more deeper into that?
don't know much about it. I think it's actually a chip stock. I'm not too sure, but again, gap down big, and they broke VWAP, so I'm just looking for a retrace. Maybe get involved on that.
This one's 16 billion, just an FYI. So it's not small. Down 12% on the day. 16 billion. California software.
And then of course you got Dell. So you got Dell reporting earnings. I think it's actually gapped up now. So my normal default would be look to short these things, but again, above 134 from last night, not going to be looking at a short. But again, Nvidia already joined in on this move. So again, these days are weird. Sometimes you just get nothing going on at the end of the day on the holiday. You're getting ready for the holidays. Sometimes we have extreme volatility at the end of the day. But if you guys are around on Friday, I might open the room. We might hang out and just make it a class. But usually Friday after Thanksgiving, everybody's hungover. You probably shouldn't even be trading. It's more of a review kind of day. But just like any day, the quicker you are to get out of today, the better. Your wife probably has something for you to do, I'm sure.
I'm gonna attempt to make a pumpkin pie. My sister's recipe is so good, so I'm gonna try to do it. I've never done it before. She does it all the time. It's so freaking good.
Very
she says
cool.
that the trick is to put 3 times the amount of cream cheese that it calls for. That's kind of like the garlic move. Like whatever the recipe says for garlic, put 3 times that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like that, I guess.
Well, this is the one day of the year where I get to use my little blowtorch because we like to. You want to melt the marshmallows on top of the sweet potato. So that little blowtorch that you bought, because you always got to have a little blowtorch in your house. This is the one day you get to use it.
Dude, I think the blowtorch underrated because when you're searing your steak and you got a little bit of that fat that doesn't have the sear enough, you got to go zzz.
Yes. And the special recipe for my mashed potatoes is milk. You put a little bit of sour cream in there, a whole stick of butter, and lots of salt. And then you just blend, or not blend, you mix it up until it's nice and creamy.
All right. So what are you most thankful for? Market related, Kenny Glick. You want to come out here, Spencer? What
am I thankful? I'm thankful for this, the opportunity to talk to other people about what's going on, the opportunity to enlighten people in the VWAP way, showing old dogs some new tricks. And again, I got an email today. Sad to see somebody go, but they said, hey, listen, it's been a great run in your room. It's been a year. Everything you've showed me has changed my life and my family's life. And that's what I'm thankful for, those emails. And if anybody has anything positive to say, I live my life vicariously through the members of the room. And when I get an email like that, I'm smiling ear to ear, baby. So thankful for that. Thankful for you, Spencer, and all you guys, man. It's good. It's a good time.
Appreciate
Good answer, Kenny. Good answer.
Listen, there was a link on the screen, and there is a link in the chat if you want to join Kenny's room with a special Black Friday offer, which ends, I believe it ends on Monday. So you have a couple of days, but only like 1 or 2 more market days to take advantage of this. Get it. Hitthebid.com. Special Black Friday offer. Trade live with Kenny. Don't just get this. Don't just get, his YouTube show is great, but he's mostly just recapping what already happened. If you want to be there when the happenings are happening, you got to be in the room, right?
It's
and it starts
happening,
at
bro.
it starts at like 8:00 in the morning and it goes all morning. So hit thebit.com, use the link in the chat, use the link that was on the screen, QR code. And Kenny, enjoy your Thanksgiving, sir.
Yes.
And
You
maybe we'll
same
talk to you
guys.
Friday. Maybe we won't. I don't know. We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
I'll probably be around depending on the hangover. I got people over. Everybody crashes at my house, so it's a good time.
Good deal. That's
Good to
nice.
see my cousins. All right, guys. Good luck. Be
All
safe.
right.
Have a great holiday.
Adios. So I bought 38 bottles of wine yesterday.
Oh wait, what did you say you were going to buy at the butcher? You
I
said
got ribeyes and ribs.
you said you were going to buy. You said you weren't, but you said animal protein. So you got
Animal
ribeye.
protein. Yep. So I went to the butcher and I went to the wine store and I got ribeyes for tonight and I got some Denvers for the kids and I got some ribs that I'm going to slow roast at some point this weekend.
Very nice. Very nice. Cool. I'll share what I'm thankful for since we're on the topic. I'm thankful for the fact that all these people that are on the show or all the all-star charts, the research, that everyone has a lane and that they care about their lane more than I do, and then I can just kind of lean on them. Like I mentioned the other day, I kind of get my opinion on like the health of the market mostly just comes from Grant these days. I just kind of whatever Grant says is kind of how I feel, but I don't take it for granted how I know that JC just cares about charts more than me, and if I ever had a question, I could always ask him. I know that Sean just is obsessed with options. It's all he does. If I ever have a question, I can ask him, and if I ever need help, Sean is there. Same with Louis and crypto. Same with Steve. With frankly, Steve is everything, right? But like, I love that everyone care. I can count on them. I can count on them to care, and like it would scare the crap out of me if like one day any of those people, if like one day JC was like, yeah, market today, I don't really care about it today. That would scare the crap out of me, right? Because like I have come to rely on these people, and I'm thankful that they are obsessed about whatever they're obsessed with within markets, right? Whether it's the charts or the crypto or anything, and I don't take it for granted because they've become like crutches to me. So that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the fact that you all care more about your thing than I possibly could, and then we can all just kind of share and revel in your caring about it.
Good squad. We love what we do.
Also, I did want to give a shout out also to the two best performing stocks in the S&P this year. I didn't forget about you, Western Digital, Robinhood, okay, Seagate. Everyone talks about the Google and the Mag 7, but let's give a shout out to the best performers on a percentage basis this year. Western Dig. I'm talking about you, Western Dig, Seagate, Robinhood.
Broadcom, Palantir. Palantir's up 160% this year.
Yeah.
Micron up 123. Newmont Mining making the top 10, up 100%, outperforming Google this year. Newmont outperforming Google.
And all of those people that you just mentioned, Spencer, are very thankful and grateful for you because you help organize all of our lives, and you like herd us all together and make sure we're doing the right thing and in the right places, and you help manage all the shows and the people who come on.
I did not mean to turn this into a circle jerk over here, but I really was serious. If one day I woke up and Grant was like,
sometimes you just need a good jerk,
if one day I woke up and Grant was like, I don't really just market breadth, whatever, it just doesn't interest me today. That would be bad. Right? That would be not good for me. If Kenny didn't care about VWAP one day, that would rock me into my core. You know what I mean?
That would be weird.
That would be weird. It'd be really scary.
I was talking to Grant yesterday. I said I need some charts. I'm doing a presentation on Monday. I want to use some of your charts, obviously, like we always do. I said, you can just put them in now. I know we got the holiday and then the weekend. He goes, no, when's your presentation? I'm like, well, it's 2:00 Monday. No, I'll get up, make sure you have the fresh data. I'll get them to you Monday. Okay, yeah, sure. Just because he wants to, because he's a freak.
Yo, do you hear what this guy at Kalshi said? The Kalshi CEO says prediction markets are going to rival stocks within years. I can't believe the CEO of Kalshi is saying that about Kalshi. I can't believe it. It must be true. There's no way at all that he's lying to you. What a fucking asshole that guy.
Prediction markets are definitely here
I don't even know if it's a guy.
That does not make him an asshole. Come on.
Yes, it does.
It's his business.
No,
it's his
doesn't.
business. He's just doing his job.
Oh,
But-
prediction markets are going to rival the stock market? You fucking idiot. No, that's never going to happen.
I don't know if I'll ever use them. Look, you know what I use prediction markets?
$130 in stocks. You think these little irrelevant prediction markets are going to compete with that?
No, you need to. The markets aren't big enough, right? They're way too thin. That's why they get manipulated the way they do. You hear all these crazy stories.
I love how the people saying that these prediction markets are going to be so big are the same people that were telling you it was 4 Republicans in a back room manipulating it a year ago. Remember that?
Yeah. All right. Look, 3 things I'm grateful for. One, community, the great community we have here. Did you guys know Sean has a stalker? So I'm grateful that most people are not crazy. Seriously. I got a crazy message this morning, guys.
I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this.
You know about it. Really weird shit. So I'm thankful that most
He's a sexy man.
Yeah. Number 2, the freedom of information and the way the playing field has been leveled, to me, is the biggest deal in markets in my career. I remember back when I started, we were all fighting for data, fighting for information. You would pass newsletters along to your friends. They would send you the research they got. We were all just trying to get our hands on stuff. I used to stay late at night when I was an auditor just to be on a Bloomberg terminal for a little bit. It was so difficult back then. Now we have everything at our fingertips. There's no reason why you can't go do the work. Everybody for free. So I think that's pretty incredible. And then modern markets too. I mean, the amount of options and the liquidity we have as American investors is frankly strange. If you look around the world in other markets, it's awesome. We have these crazy leveraged vehicles we're on here laughing about, talking with Todd Sohn about all the time. But we don't know how lucky we are. I think a lot of times we forget and we take that for granted. The things we're able to do, the theses we're able to express with all these different vehicles is really, really cool. And it's getting better and better every day. Those are my 3 great gratitudes.
That was great. Thank you, Steve.
I'm thankful for short sellers.
Oh, you know, I had my money on economists. Damn.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, I'm thankful for short sellers. I really am. And I'm grateful to live in a country where short selling is not only allowed, but encouraged. You know, Strazza says it all the time. Short sellers are better at identifying frauds and accounting shenanigans than any of these government employees ever will. You know, because if you're actually good, you're not going to work for the government. You're going to manage a fund and profit from it like a true American, right? I mean, that's just what it is. So short sellers are great at that, number 1. Number 2, they really suck at what they do for the most part. So when the short sellers, because remember, these short sellers, for the most part, the big ones are hedge fund managers and asset managers, which we know, we have the data. These are the worst investors in history. So when you see them piling in and ridiculously high short interest, the best combination is a new 52-week high in the price and new 52-week high in short interest. When you get those 2 together, I absolutely love it. These guys get blown out. It helps make us a lot of money. So I'm thankful for the country that we live in that allows this sort of behavior. And I'm thankful for the egotistic sociopaths that are out there shorting things in uptrends. Love you. Don't go anywhere.
Yep.
I had my money on economists. All right. We have Sean and Mary.
Sorry to disappoint you.
That's okay. Well, let's bring out Sean and Mary. You know, I'm not even going to play bumper. We're just going to bring them both out because they're both here. So, Sean, welcome. Mary, good morning. Great to see
Johnny,
you.
baby.
Oh, big weekend this weekend, Mary. Big weekend.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, this is twofold. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Michigan played Spencer's team last weekend in Maryland. So.
Yeah. My mom asked if I watched the game. I said, no. I had better things to do with my time than watch Maryland get destroyed. So I did not watch a second of that game.
So I had to wear the shirt just because, you know, we destroyed Spencer's team. But
I didn't even know we had a football team until last week.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Big game on Saturday, Michigan versus Ohio State. I actually brought some fun little stats. Who wants some fun little stats?
I do.
Bring it.
Okay. I have a question. We'll see who gets it first, someone in the chat or you guys. Name what price NVIDIA was trading at around, it could be around, NVIDIA was trading at when the last time Ohio State won the football game.
Ooh, I love this subtle dig. This is
So it
great.
was like
I don't
3
know
or 4
I don't know
years.
the y-axis, but I'll tell you the
It's like
market.
75.
The market cap was $500 billion.
$15. $15.
Anyone in the chat? Let's go Bucks. No.
I think $500 billion might be a little high.
50.
They split, so the y-axis doesn't matter.
I think she asked price, not market cap.
I know,
Price.
but
Yeah, that's true. There has been a split. So it would be the adjusted. There's Jay Hampton with $5.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay,
what
so
was
50.
the market capitalization?
So 50.
I don't know.
So
I don't
50.
do that math, JC.
I nailed it.
I don't trade market
Okay.
cap. I trade price. Only
No,
price
that's not
pays.
true.
Market cap
You trade-
doesn't pay.
You trade market cap. I hate to break it to you.
In a similar vein, how about the price of Bitcoin at that time?
The price of
guesses?
Bitcoin was at
30.
25,000.
30.
No.
17.
No.
What
It's
year
been
are we
that long
talking about?
since Ohio State beat Michigan?
It's been a long time.
11/30 of 2019. So Bitcoin was at 7,546.
Wow, 7,500. Wow,
It has
Mary
been
coming in hot
2,000.
today with the fun facts.
Yeah, 2,188 days as of
Nice.
today.
Very nice. That's a
Nice,
that's
Mary.
a great way to start this segment. Well done,
Thank
Mary.
you. So go Blue. I'm actually headed to the game with some friends. So I will be freezing my tail off at the Michigan Ohio State game at the big house. Last time I was there was with Sean and our boys. So yeah, look for me on TV. No, don't look for me.
Hey, by the way, speaking of Bitcoin and speaking of things we're thankful for, Steve will appreciate this. I want to say that I'm very grateful that the JC likes to say things like Lithuania and Africa stock markets are more important than Bitcoin, as if he has any skin in those games. I love that. Love that.
I don't own any stocks from Lithuania, but I do own African stocks.
Sure you do.
I do.
Sabanye?
Sure you do.
The Banya Stillwater. That's
That's an
African,
African
stock.
stock?
That is like the most
South
African
Africa.
stock.
South Africa, yeah.
Dude, I'm balls deep in Sabanye. That's
Go ahead, Sean.
No, that's it. That's what I'm grateful for. That's it.
and I don't own Bitcoin. So there you go. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I
Oh,
got
so
no
you're talking
Bitcoin.
your book. I see. You're talking your book.
Yeah, whose else book am I supposed to talk about? I can only tell you what I'm doing. I don't know what anybody else is doing. That's their fucking problem.
You're longer and more exposed to crypto than any other trader that I know. And you've been that way for 2 cycles now.
Maybe, but I don't own any Bitcoin.
And so
Just-
when the South African stock market crashes, that's going to be more meaningful to the world than when Bitcoin goes to zero. That's the hill you're going to die on.
No, that's probably not right.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, that's probably not right.
All right, we can
But
move
it
on.
always comes back to it always comes back down to time horizon. JC is much longer time horizon than
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it
Let's see.
depends. Yeah, I mean, shout out Lithuania. I couldn't even name a Lithuanian stock.
JC's the Warren Buffett of Lithuania in South Africa, holding forever.
I guess. I mean, I look at the chart. I mean, I look at all of those. I look at Estonia. You know, the Estonia markets, of course. You know, you got to keep track of these things. You know, there's a lot of countries out there. You know, just because we live in America.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you, Mary, for that. I don't really have a horse in the race with Michigan. I mean, I don't dislike them or like them, but fuck Ohio State.
we
So-
can all agree on
That's what
that.
I'm
one. We
talking
can
about.
all
I think
agree
we
on
can
that.
all agree on that, right?
Listen, you know, I don't have high expectations. Honestly, we shouldn't have won last year. Quite frankly, we shouldn't have won last year. I don't think we shouldn't win this year, based on stats and performance. I mean, we shouldn't.
You
But
shouldn't
it's
have
at
won
our
last
house.
year either.
And we should have won last year. So they've got a mental mind block now. We're in their heads, which I love. And, you know, let the streak roll. You know, we've got the momentums. So in trading, that works out. And so I'm hoping for football too as well. So let's talk some charts. I can't believe that we've gotten this far into the show and we haven't looked at.
Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday.
charts.
It's a holiday, yeah.
Okay.
This is
My
the
favorite
holiday
holiday.
show, Mary.
Okay, so truth be told, I was doing a lot of selling right before that vacation that I took a couple of weeks ago, and it ended up being a great time to sell. So I'm sitting on a lot of dry powder, and I'm looking to put money to work. And so this is one of the areas that I'm looking at, small caps, just because IWM has put in a stick this week, and I don't know if that's just because we're light on the volume and it's the holiday week and all that kind of stuff, but this was, I mean, you were talking about monthly closes. This has potential. It's got, still here today and Friday. But as long as we're above 245, I think you need to be poking around in small caps, especially small cap industrials. That ETF, just from, a sector perspective, looks great. Same as with technology, it looks great. Those were leaders previously, and they have held up the best. So I'm poking around in rangefinder right now at small caps, and that going back to the breadth conversation of stocks participating, when you've got the small guys participating along with the big guys, that just feels like market participation. The one thing that kind of has me concerned is Bitcoin, though. This move here in the last couple of days, Bitcoin's just not doing it. And that's the one thing that has me kind of concerned that maybe we get another leg down. I know Steve has been talking about that. And that's why I've been still sitting on the sidelines personally. And that's why I'm looking for things to buy. And I've got my shopping list, and I've got a couple more charts of my favorite names that are set up to go, should we go. But yeah, the Bitcoin, the divergence there of this rally compared to what Bitcoin's doing, that has me puzzled. Thoughts?
I was hoping that we would get to small caps today. Thank you so much, Mary.
I started out by saying that the S&P 600 index is on pace for the highest monthly close in a year.
The candlestick formation in IWM right now is what we call three white soldiers.
Ooh, tell me more.
Ooh, CMT curriculum coming out. Woo.
It's bullish, but it's more than that. This is what we were talking about for the past couple of weeks. We said we need to see momentum or something to, evidence that a tradable low is in and that we are resuming higher and are through this messy period. If you look at the 3-day rate of change, this is, by all measures, a momentum thrust. This is the biggest 3-day rally of the year for small cap stocks, coming out of a tight coil at a monster level. You zoom out, it looks like this, huge polarity zone, and you're getting a momentum thrust after a corrective wave. If we're above the VWAP from the pivot highs, which we now are as of yesterday, you got to be long.
Boy, how many times have we had a rug pull right at this area, man? Man, if we could clear this,
seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we're thrusting at it for the first time, right? So you're getting that decisive resolution, maybe finally right here, right now.
I heard we might be getting a Zweig.
Yep.
Shout out Marty
thrust?
Zweig.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need a Strazza thrust.
There's too many. There's too many. We don't need more.
We trust the thrust.
Trust the thrust. We've talked about doing a shirt.
Thrust. And by the way, Strazza says he doesn't have any stalkers. I know a few gilfs that I've met over the years that love Strazza. Strazza huge in the gilf community.
What's a gilt?
It's like an older MILF.
Oh.
You thought you were talking about British bonds.
They love Strazza, the gilfs. I'm telling you, I've met two.
How could you not love Strazza?
I hate them sometimes.
Popular with the older ladies.
Oh my goodness. All right, can we get back to charts? I brought a lot of charts. And so
yeah, let's go through the charts.
Let's see them. More. Throw up the SoFi, someone, please.
I love how Mary's trying to keep us on track. Make sure we're actually doing work here.
Somebody has to.
Somebody's got money to put to work.
Yeah, Mary.
Mark, I got my bear hat on.
I was trying to mention this one on our call last night. I love it. Talk to me.
Well, so it was a funny thing. You were on our call last night. We were meeting as the analyst team, although I'm not one of the analysts, but I like to just, poke in where I'm not welcome.
Yeah.
And Strazza made the question, all right, well, if this tradable bottom is in now and this correction is done and we go from here, what are you buying, tech or financials? And everyone was like, oh, tech. And that was my initial reaction too, was, oh, tech, of course.
But don't all speak up at once, right?
Right. So then it kind of got me thinking, all right, hold on. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look through my, my financial charts and pull, do some things. And SoFi is always on my watch list, although I haven't looked at it in a few weeks. And I mean, how pretty is this? Big old base. Bigger the base, higher the space. So above 25, 26, you got to be long. If this is, tradable low, I mean, blue skies, new all-time highs in the forecast.
And this one was caught up at the crossroads of a couple different themes that were under pressure, but it wasn't. Like SoFi's got a crypto situation, it's a lending business, right? The banks have been under pressure. This still looks the way it does. ARC stocks in general, right? This is speculative growth too, been absolutely slaughtered. Yeah, look at this. Get that interest rate odds chart ready, and we'll share that after this, Rick, if you can.
Ooh, let's talk about an interest rate sensitive group then that had a day yesterday,
Yeah.
the homies. So I didn't bring just, the ETF, but this is my favorite setup in the home builders, the Pulte. Just because if you anchor VWAP from the highs, you anchor the VWAP from the April lows, it all coincides right there together, and we hammered off of it. And so I got long Pulte, and then of course homies put in a stick yesterday. Yep. And the space looks ready to go. What is it, ITB above 100? I mean, that's a great polarity zone right there to define risk. Get into the ETFs and just look at individual names. There are a lot of interesting setups in the homies right now.
Rocket is my chosen fighter for this theme. And I think you can buy the home.
So this is RKT, not RKLB.
No, yeah, but this is PHM. So I think you could buy some of the home builders too. This is a good one, Mary. One of the preferred builders. Something like Lennar not looking as good. I was looking at Toll this morning. I think there's a trigger level right there. Might add some of that today.
They all kind of look the same. Toll looks the best, right?
They all kind of look the same.
Toll looks the best though.
Look at top build, look at BLD, and then look at something like Lennar. I think there's actually
BLD looks the best.
Yes, it does.
What is this thing?
Top build. I don't know. I think they build those what do you call those homes that come on the trucks?
Mobile homes?
No.
Trailer parks?
No.
Modular homes?
Easier to build, and they're like flimsy.
Modular?
What?
Modular homes.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go.
I think.
Those are popular in Colorado.
Yep. Keys too.
So I don't want to, dominate the conversation. These are just kind of the areas that I'm looking to get involved with here at the end of the month. We'll see where the week closes, see where the month closes. But these have my attention, the small caps, the homies. What else did we just talk about? Oh, SoFi, the financials.
Mary, you're looking at the right places, I think.
Thank you. Like biotechs, there's still a lot of biotechs that look fantastic, and they have been.
I know Strazza says I'm not allowed to talk about biotechs anymore.
I know, and I did bring a chart along. I won't share it though, because I know Sean probably has things to say. But a lot of the biotechs, there's a lot of overextended stuff in there. But there are still some that are standing out. There's a great base. In Centessa, something like that. Great base in that one.
I'm in.
So, but if you look at XBI, that's pretty extended. So I don't know if they're going to see, a pause here, or if they're just going to keep going. But yeah, that's been a space that's been paying really, really well for the last several weeks.
Throw up the IWM chart. This is the 3-day rate of change, looking good, and the VWAP's coming in here, really nice, really nice. I thought we could coil in that little VWAP pinch setup for a while. Looks like we're just taking it right out, so that's great.
Let me ask you this: why are we looking at a 3-day rate of change?
Short-term rate of change. You just want starting line momentum. I'll look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Got it.
There it is. And then this other chart just marries on the theme of speculative growth. I think some areas look a lot better out there. Some look still pretty shit. Space and exploration, quantum, weak-ass bounces, just like crypto. What I want to see now is speculative growth stocks got absolutely crushed. ARK was down 20% when the odds for a rate cut turned last month, right? We went from 100% chance of a cut. Market was thinking it's a done deal. The odds plunged to 30% over the course of a couple of weeks. ARK stocks entered a bear market, right? Now rate cut expectations surging back to 70, 80%. Banks love it. Home builders love it, right? A lot of stocks are loving it. I think you got to see ARK and the speculative growth stuff start to confirm that as well. So it's the biggest single thing I'm watching today. I mean, Rigetti calls, right? You might as well take a shot here because I think there's some catch up there.
The rigatoni?
The spaghetti Rigetti spoongats.
That's got to prove itself to me first.
Kenny said they do a ravioli station. I like that. My family always did lasagna.
Sean, how are you thinking about these days? You got today. It's weird. You got tomorrow. U.S. stocks are closed, but the rest of the world is open because they don't give a damn. And then Friday's weird. Like from an options perspective, as a trader, like how do you think about this period?
Well, this is not a time to be aggressive. That's for certain.
No, why not?
Because any type of, if you get any kind of large move here, it's likely to be faded in the days that follow. That's not always true, of course, but I wouldn't trust any moves that are out of the norm here. Let's say. One thing I will say is I am, Mary's talking about how the small caps are rallying, and that's great. Meanwhile, I'm getting paid on delta neutral trades in a lot of the big caps, which is nice, especially in a tape like this where we've been getting chopped up in a lot of different directions.
Nice
stocks like Microsoft, IBM, Amazon. These are.
Oh, did we lose Johnny?
Sorry, these are paying really well with delta neutral strategies, which it's a nice thing to be able to pivot when the market pivots, right? I mean, I'm not saying the bull market's over, right? But we're certainly in a digestion phase. I mean, that's no secret. I mean, we were just talking about a stock like Rigetti, right? I mean, that thing's down, 50% from 3 months ago. We've seen a lot of that, and now we're seeing a lot of digestion. And so it's nice to have other tools in the option traders toolkit to take advantage of different scenarios to get paid. I mean, and delta neutral trades are never sexy, right? You're not gonna blow the doors off, and you're not gonna make your year doing delta neutral trades, but they are good ways to bring in extra income when other things are not working so well. So that's where I'm making my money over the last couple of weeks, has been in a lot of delta neutral trades.
That makes sense in a market that's churning, getting a lot of rotation. The ones lagging catching up, the ones leading catching down. Those delta neutral trades make a lot of sense.
Yeah. I mean, hey, like I said, it's good to have a bunch of tools in the toolbox. You know what I'm saying?
Always. I wanted to mention, by the way, if you want to get Sean's trades, because Sean talks about his trades with all of us after the fact, but he doesn't tell us what they're going to be beforehand, and we don't always, we don't know what he's doing. But his members do know what he's doing when he does it. Sean also is running a Black Friday promo. I will put the link in the chat, but it is going to be on screen via a QR code right now. So
and by the way, if you've never traded options, Sean is the guy who taught me everything I know about options, and I knew very little. And now I can talk to people about options, and they think I'm like this options expert. I swear to God, in my life, I learned everything from Sean.
Well, thank you for saying that, my good man.
I mean, it's the truth. I mean, it's obnoxiously the truth. Like I knew what I had to know to pass a series 7, which is one chapter in the book or something like that. I don't even think there's any options in the CMT curriculum, which is a joke.
They're there.
Oh, are they now? Sorry, I took it a zillion years ago.
They're there.
They're in there now. They should be.
So
everyone's trading options now. It should be.
This is what I recommend you do.
True.
If you're not sure, this is what I would do. I would just tune into our channel today at noon. Sean's going live. He normally does a weekly review of his trades. He usually does it on Thursdays. He's not going to do it tomorrow, obviously. So today at noon, he's going to go live. He's going to review the trades that he's done, talk about the thought process and planning behind it. And if you're into that, and if you think, okay, yeah, I think this guy knows, I think he knows what he's talking about, I'll be able to make some money. Get involved with All Star Options. Again, the link is in the chat and on the screen via QR code.
It's the All Star Options Jam session. It's part informational, part educational, part group therapy. Come on and join us. It's a good time.
That is
nice.
Part informational, part educational, part group therapy. Couldn't have said it better myself. Last thing before we go, I saw we'd put out a tweet soliciting tickers for the show. I wanted to bring up one of them real fast. People had requested a couple. Do you have the Wayfair chart? Can we bring that up? Does anyone have an opinion on the old Wayfair here before we go?
I'm bullish and I'm in it.
Looks great. Looks great on this base. Big base.
Yeah.
It's a buy. Beautiful trend reversal. I've been long since the scoop back in April.
This is discretionary, Strazza?
Yeah, they sell cheap furniture online.
I was going to say, this is a
housing
holding,
stock.
right? This is in the XHB?
This is a housing stock, as far as I'm concerned. It looks different because it's real spec growthy. And it's got
This is in the XHB.
I'm pretty sure. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, we put in our housing index for sure.
This is not a top 10 in the XHB, but I think it's in it.
It's in our housing.
That
index.
would surprise me, but I did say off the
It
top of the
shouldn't
show.
surprise you because the XHB has other random things.
No,
it's
I
not
know.
like the ITB.
Yeah.
ITB is more specifically
Okay.
home construction stocks. Look at XHB. You got Home Depot. You got Johnson Controls.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. You did say
Advanced drainage systems.
you did ask at the top of the show, what do you guys want to talk about? I did say discretionary, right? Which this is, which had a great day yesterday and the day
That's
before
right.
that.
'Cause-
So discretionary has been rocking.
Well, and that ratio, discretionary versus staples, has done a nice little scoop and
That's right.
score.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one looks good. Equally
I
weighted.
see
Yeah.
a question. This is relevant because we're heading into Thanksgiving. I see a question in the chat asking, Grandma wants to know if she should YOLO into IBIT calls. Not here, not now. Pass the gravy.
Wait, did Sean say what he was thankful for, or Mary too, for that matter? Did you guys
Yeah,
say
let's
what
go.
you
Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Mary. Ladies first.
Well, thank you. I guess I am probably most grateful for market related. I'm, honestly, this is such. I'm grateful for you guys. Quite frankly. And I know. Let me expand. I'm grateful for you guys here at All Star Charts, Stock Market Media, and all of our friends. Mainly because in the last couple of years, you guys have taken something like at the market that was very intimidating to someone like me for most of my life, and taught me and continue to teach me every single day something new and a way to approach the market, the way to look and evaluate the market and participate in the market and not be fearful of the market and not feel like I am good enough to be a participant. And so I am super thankful for basically a 180 in my life. And I know I've shared my life story too many times now and I won't bore you all with it, but this has been a 180 in my life, and that is courtesy of the education that you guys have provided and the support and the community that we have. And that has been literally life-changing for me and my family. So thank you for welcoming me with open arms and continuing to teach and mentor. And if you do not have that in your life, please email me or give me a call, because this community is top notch and the support that you can receive from this community is second to none. And as I said, it is life changing.
Thank you, Mary.
Contact me.
Beautiful,
Mary. The long story short here is that Mary had a shitty financial advisor, and then she took over, and things have done much better. It's really what happened there, right, Mary? Tell them.
That's the short story. Yep, exactly.
Mary, that's beautiful. You are a beautiful soul, and we are lucky to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will just, everything Mary said, I echo it. And I will also say that I'm grateful for investing. We talk about investing here, but I'm going to talk about investing in a way that we don't talk about investing here. I'm grateful for investing in myself. Think about that. We don't do enough of that, guys. Investing in ourselves, investing in understanding ourselves and what makes us tick, and understanding why we do the things we do and think the way we think. If we do deep dives in that stuff, which I've been doing over the last year and a half, I'm telling you, man, everything changes. Performance, relationships, friendships, everything, health, it all changes. And so I've been investing in myself this past year, and it's been transformative. You said the word transformation, Mary, same, in a different way, but transformation. So if you think, when you're thinking about investing, yes, we talk about stocks, we invest in ticker symbols, and we only price pays, and that's important. That's what we do here. But invest in yourself too. Think about that. Take some time to think about investing in yourself. It might be the greatest investment you'll ever make.
Wow. We're getting deep with it.
Well said.
Very profound. All right. Well, then on that note,
What are we going to add to that? You know,
Yeah, nothing to add. Let's get out of here. Like I said, Sean,
Did you do yours, Spencer?
yeah, I said that I'm grateful.
Did I miss
I'm
that at the
grateful
top of
that
the show?
everyone
Okay.
cares about their thing more than I do, and so
Oh.
like I can know I can count on Kenny to care about VWAP. And if one day Kenny didn't care about VWAP, that would make me question, the universe, right? A little bit. Right.
Life.
So
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. Let's get out of here. As I said, Sean will be live at noon on the channel reviewing his trades. Ken will be live at 11. And we are going to do a show tomorrow. At the very least, it'll be Jason Perez and myself. We'll go live at around 9 o'clock. It'll be short. It won't be an hour. It'll probably be like 20 minutes or so. And we'll just kind of hang out for a few minutes and talk about whatever. So we'll do that tomorrow morning. And if you're there, cool. I mean, if you're with your family, that's cool too. But if I don't see you, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And go make some money today, I suppose.
vegan Thanksgiving is un-American.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
Go Blue.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then I go